Welcome to Collector Chronicles. We got a little button video for you here today. This is a very short video, mainly with the beginner in mind, and the subject is coin buttons. So coins have been in use by mankind as far back as history goes, and buttons probably about as far back as well. And since they've been used together, people have been making buttons out of coins. And we got a little sampling here of the kind of coin buttons that you might run into. And basically, we're just going to get right into it. First, you have buttons that are made from an actual coin. This is a really popular coin used for that purpose in the United States, the old buffalo nickel. The Native American Indian iconography has been very popular. So you have an actual buffalo nickel. The coin had the Indian chief there and the buffalo on the other side, and you can see people gave it like a vaulted, domed effect, and then they soldered a shank to the back. This one looked like they might have had an actual button that they somehow sweated to or soldered to the back. So you run into those a lot. They're attractive, but they're not actual silver, so you're not sacrificing a silver coin to make the button. These right here are Canadian, 1 cent, 1928. I don't know if these actually had a gold finish like this. These might have been gold plated somehow. So they have King George there. I guess he was replaced or succeeded by Queen Elizabeth, I would think. So 1920, 1926. So they made an attractive button there. So yep, those are pretty professionally made. So again, I don't know if that originally had a gold finish or they were originally copper and they gold plated it somehow. You have these right here, which are American. And these are from the 1850s, perhaps. You run into a lot of these little vest buttons that were a tinned iron back. Usually they have like a floral motif, but these have a coin. And this one right here resembles one of my favorite coins, the $1 gold piece. They had they call it an Indian princess. Most of these, it's actually Lady Liberty or Liberty, with various headdresses and hairstyles. So you have that coin was in use in the 1850s and 60s, the little tiny $1 gold piece. And then this would have probably been the other side, or a likeness, similarity. United States of America. The large cent also had like a 1 in a wreath like that. So yeah, those are probably from the 1850s or 60s. By the 1860s, they had a lot of cloth-covered buttons. This is a similar one right here. The different coin collectors, they have terminology like coronet head, or I don't really have them memorized myself, but that looks like a 19th century U.S. coin likeness. Here's another one right here. Looks maybe a little bit later. Got the tinned iron back, they call that. This one, I think it's made in Germany. No, maybe it's not. It's similar, but that's just a like a neoclassical goddess or woman bust or profile. So it kind of looks like a coin button, but it's just a fancy button. This one right here, Teresa, yeah, this looks like a Spanish button or Spanish coin. Now a coin collector would know what that was. It might be Austrian, kind of looks like an Austrian eagle there. The Austrians were Catholic, I think, and they had a lot of the same stuff as the Spanish. So this might be. Now you would think if it's a button and not a coin, they really have no reason to have the back have the likeness of a coin. So this might be an actual coin turned into a button, but I'm kind of leaning towards it being just a button that's made to look like a coin that's made to turn into a button. It gets kind of confusing. Now this one right here, now this type of these type of designs were used well into the 20th century. They're just kind of like BS, you know, heraldic looking, coin looking designs. Some of them are pretty, you know, generic, but that does look like a coin style right there. And probably what that's in reference to is some of the earliest and most popular coins to be turned into buttons were the Spanish colonial ones. This is a Spanish colonial coin from 1776. It's silver, and it has the Spanish coat of arms there. Actually, those pillars that are flanking the coat of arms, they have a pillar and a scroll. That's what the modern dollar sign is patterned after. So yeah, this was found in a War of 1812 camp, along with some buttons and everything. And to give you an example, this book right here is history written with pick and shovel. It's the pioneering work on early American, like, Revolutionary War and War of 1812 relic hunters. And if you're into that kind of thing, I recommend finding this book if you can. So they have, and this book was from like the 19-teens is when these guys were digging this stuff up. Sleeve links, civil Spanish coin design buttons, and French military buttons in French Indian War camp at Lake George, New York, 1926. So here's examples of, you know, they have a lot of military buttons in this book, but these are officer or civilian sleeve links, and you can see here where they have the Spanish design. So it was always really popular. Plus, you wouldn't be defacing a US coin by the time that the Republic was formed. So anyway, that's a little primer on that subject. Oh yeah, this one right here, it popped out, it was glued in, but that's like acrylic or polymer or some kind of a weird early plastic, and they just had it glued in there. As a Canada, like 1946. So you run into those too. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.